card. Half of the Marlins team has got it. There's a whole lot of COVID going on.
Baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today woke up to some pretty bad news.
Regarding Corona, we are not looking good in Major League Baseball.
And like I said a few days ago when the Marlins debacle happened, I said, these next few days are going to be really, really interesting to see the headlines. I didn't know, what was going to happen with the Phillies, and it was looking okay for a day or two, but then the Phillies got a couple positives, and now suddenly the Cardinals Brewers game is called off due to positive tests. Now, of course, we know that the Marlins went ahead with that game on Sunday when they knew they had at least 4 positives already, met together as a team and went forward. That was the first failure of this plan this season.
You blew it!
In my opinion, it should not have been up to them. They should have, informed MLB. Maybe they did, but MLB should have said, okay, well, you're not playing now. Start the quarantine process now. Cancel those games. Don't get anywhere near each other, much less the Phillies. And but no, they did not do that. And then now more than half the Marlins team has got it. The Phillies came down with a couple of positives, and all of a sudden now the Brewers and Cardinals game is called off. So we'll look into this one. Also, the Cubs' Anthony Rizzo pissed off, not the first to complain about MLB safety protocols this season. So we're going to have to see what he had to say as well. Lots going on today with Corona. Not the type of news I feel like talking about in baseball, but this is definitely the big story this morning. By the way, last night, great game. Giants had a great comeback. Unfortunately, in the 10th, it was absolutely horrific. So, been really loving talking about actual baseball games, but this stuff, it feels like it's just kind of hanging by a thread, like the baseball season, like any minute could just stop, because now it's starting to move from the East Coast. It's now to the Central with the Cardinals Brewers, and we're still fine over here, but let's just see what happens. But anyways, for this story right here, 2 Cardinals have tested positive for coronavirus, resulting in Major League Baseball postponing Friday's afternoon game at Milwaukee. It was announced, and that would be today. MLB's quick decision to postpone Friday's game, which was scheduled for 2:10 p.m. Eastern, comes after the outbreak within the Miami Marlins, who have 20
positive tests.
18 by players over the past 8 days after another on Friday. Sources told ESPN the postponed game has been rescheduled to start as part of a doubleheader on Sunday. I think they're just being precautious, but there was some positive tests, so it's not just precaution. I mean, there was some positive tests, and every time this happens, it seems like more come out. This thing definitely moves and moves quickly. It is not, especially because I don't think they're practicing the proper, social distancing and all that. I really don't. I think behind closed doors, they're all hanging out, no masks and everything, and it's just, hard to enforce. These players don't just disappear after the games, they're hanging out, they're at hotels and everything. A lot of them are social type people. They don't just gonna sit around by themselves, and this thing will spread. And it's tough. And everyone who is saying, there's no way they're gonna get through a season, this is just insane. Those people are looking a little more right every day, because this thing keeps on happening. So for now, we're still, far as I know, baseball is on like Donkey Kong, but feels very, very, very fragile, and that it could just fall apart at any minute. But moving on with the article, MLB said Friday's postponement allows enough time for the Cardinals to do additional testing. So there you go, and conduct some contact tracing, and that's what it's all about. So a source told ESPN's Jesse Rogers that if what is happening with the Cardinals had occurred before Marlins outbreak Friday's game at Miller Park would still be played. So it's all because of the Marlins, and the genius Marlins really messed things up here with that decision to play that game. I don't know. I know if they hadn't played it, I'm not saying everything would be just beautiful and smooth. There would have still been some positive tests and everything, but by spreading it to the Phillies, who now have a couple of positives, it's just all bad. And the Marlins team, I don't know how they're going to even play this season. They're going to have to basically field a double-A team, because they weren't. It's not like they were loaded to begin with. So with the Marlins out, they're gonna have to field whoever they can find, and we'll see what they come up with. But if they come up with anybody, if they can ever play again this season, so we'll see. But the Cardinals played in Minnesota on Tuesday and Wednesday before a scheduled day off Thursday. Twins hosted Cleveland on Thursday night. That's the thing about this whole schedule. Anytime a couple guys get it, players get it, and they go out and play a game, well, they're not going to test positive right away. They might spread it it to a couple of guys on another team. Then all of a sudden they're playing another team because there's so much travel and so much, there's no bubble here. And then those teams are going to go play another team in another city. And it just easily, what happened to the Marlins themselves could theoretically happen to Major League Baseball. There's even interleague play. We had to do the interleague play. Yes, sure, we are sticking with West versus West, East versus East, Central versus Central. It's in the Central now. It's in the Central. I don't know how it got in the Central, but it's in the Central. The Cardinals. Cardinals don't play the Marlins. Cardinals don't touch the Marlins or the Phillies this year. So I don't know if you can blame the Marlins on the Cardinals getting it. It sounds like they got it. They got it on their own. Cubs' Anthony Rizzo peeved over MLB's safety protocols before a game gets postponed over weather. So interesting that Anthony Rizzo let it be known, and we're getting more and more players who are saying things about this. Player safety. MLB, let's sit around for 8+ hours inside the clubhouse. I'm sure I can find that somewhere in the 113-page player safety protocol. Remember, David Price tweeted out earlier his disapproval of the way that MLB is handling it. Here's a pretty funny tweet that I kind of like from Roger Sherman. I like that some sports leagues were like, there's a virus, so here's what we're doing to keep our players from contracting the virus. And MLB was like, there's a virus, so we're making extra innings different and everyone has a DH now. Brilliant. Doubleheaders will be 7 innings. We're going to expand the playoffs, starting a runner at second base. This is all in the name of stopping the spread, flattening the curve, baby. We got to flatten the curve. Safety's our number one priority. And, without a runner at second base and extra innings, it's just, this whole thing will just fall apart. Screw the new rules. I hate most of them. The 7-inning doubleheaders is, I can live with that. But, other than that, they're driving me crazy, But the 7-inning game is just we're just more closer to Little League or Beer League softball. That's all that is. It's just getting closer and closer. If the only thing they've done is 7-inning for doubleheaders, I would have had no problem with it, but when you have 7-inning ball games where a runner starts at second base on extra innings and pitchers must face minimum 3 batters, and it'll go on and on and on with all these new rules, it's just looking more and more like a bunch of beer league crap. And like I said in my live stream, we're getting to the point where, moms bring snacks. So an interesting stat here, 20% of MLB teams have postponed due to coronavirus. That is pretty interesting. We're already at 20% of MLB teams that have postponed games due to corona, Cardinals, Brewers being the latest. Even if we make it through this season, it won't be surprising if pretty much every team has to postpone some games here and there, which, like I was saying, will just make the season seem ridiculous at the end. We'll see what happens, though. We're going to keep on going for now. We got a game today, Giants taking on the Rangers, and a few other games, but keep a close eye on it. Even though, West takes on West. Last time I checked, Texas ain't really West, so yeah, you never know what's going to happen because, the divisions aren't exactly perfect. What if this was, 1990 when the Braves were in the West? Remember that? The Atlanta Braves were in the West for some reason. But anyway, have a fantastic day, y'all. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. I really do appreciate it. Just wanted to update everyone on the story going on right now, which is that the Cardinals are starting to come down with some positive tests, and they're postponing their game. Supposed to play a doubleheader on Sunday, but we'll see how that works out. Keep a close eye on this story and all other stories. Getting ready for some baseball coming on today. Texas Rangers at San Francisco Giants. Cannot wait to check it out and talk about it. So look for a possible pregame. Definitely going to be a postgame. Talk to you all then. Have a great day. Talk to you later. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.